What's up? I like whales. What's up? Okay. I've got a fan-freaking-tastic day planned for myself. I've got some strange issue about Monday. Most people really hate Monday, and I've always gone on really liking them. Monday kind of ended up being my random day off all the time, so I always plan the best parts of my week for Monday. Of course, Monday is the night of The Bachelor, and tonight it's the Women Tell All, so I'm a little bit excited for that. Yeah. Random fun fact about Haley, she can't get enough of The Bachelor. So, with that being said, I just wanted to come at you in the best mood possible, and I wanted to just throw it all on you, because I know that Monday gets a very bad rap. Are you ready? Are you ready for random? Are you ready? Because I'm about to pull out my topics from my trusty dusty, but that's not dusty, nor is it busty, because it doesn't have breasts. Ha! Now you see I've head over to the butts, only to pull out this random topic. Magnetic poetry. Poetry is great. You know, words about what you're feeling or a subject. And I don't know if you've ever done this at a party where you're kind of drunk and you notice that someone's got magnetic poetry and you always feel inclined just to start maybe like writing out some kind of like dirty phrase or sentence. Maybe that's just me. But if you've ever tried to convey a piece of poetry out of these magnetic words, it's really fucking weird. And then you like kind of take a picture of it after and it's sort of kind of blurry. So then you look at it the next morning and you're kind of trying to fit with the words, or even though they're a little bit blurry, you've got some weird deep reflection of how maybe you were seeing the world, and you realize that no, it's just because they pick the worst words to make magnetic poetry out of. You can make all kinds of poetry out there if all the words are just strung out for you. If I pick 5 words out from the dictionary and I tell you to throw them all together, it's probably going to sound like this like fucked up haiku, and I'm probably going to like bow down to you and think that you have some kind of multi-talented brain that just puts together this beautiful music of words. True story. Magnetic poetry, it's on a completely different level. And if you haven't tried magnetic poetry, I definitely commend you to try it, because sometimes you feel like this crazy deep poet, like you've got these feelings coming out of nowhere and you're not sure where they're coming from, but they're just coming out of magnets. They're just magnets. They're just coming out of magnets, I promise you. Yeah. At the same time, I mean, I realize magnetic, there are other places you can put it if you have a locker or if you've got some other kind of device that's magnetic, but 9 times out of 10, it ends up on your fridge. So if you're standing in front of the fridge, there's a good chance that you're kind of distracted by the fact that you just want to open it and eat everything inside the contents of that fridge, which is also very distracting when you're trying to be Robert Frost. Maybe Robert Frost's name is just a stage name. He was just standing in front of that fridge and he was getting a little chilly. Speaking of chili, not the bean kind, beans gross me out. I don't know how to really tie into this. Creativity comes in all kinds of different forms. And I assure you, I could spend hours talking about what kind of forms we could really explore in this lifetime. Something that I have come to terms with is how to figure out the proportions of faces. That's a big one. I really like drawing faces. I like portraits. They're really difficult, and you really invest the time in it, man, you can make some cool shit. I promise you. But when you start noticing the proportions of people's faces, you can start figuring out where they've maybe had plastic surgery done, or if maybe they got into some kind of accident and something's kind of altered that, or you start realizing how imperfect people's faces are. That, and you realize that whales' faces are nothing like human faces. Because proportions of whale faces are crazy. You ever see that? The mouth is just like right up to here, and the eyes are like right there, and they're just like the eyeball is lined up with the mouth. So it's like if it was eating something and it came at you at a fast enough speed, it would just and get it in your eyes. And maybe that's why whales don't have such good eyesight, or sharks, or a lot of undersea creatures, because their eyes are always right by their mouths. Who thought? Why? What's the purpose? What's the porpoise? What's the porpoise of your eyeball being that closely to your mouth? There's nothing wrong with it. Now that I think about how I just conveyed that to you, I realize that I made it sound like it was a problem, which it isn't. I'm just really curious why that happened. Eyeballs connected to your cheekbones. I just want to know. That's all. I wish my eyeballs were by my mouth. Think about how sexy I would look. So sexy. Oh my god. Where is this conversation going? I know that a lot of this is going to be condensed and edited out, but I just went off on the longest tangent talking about whale faces. I really just, and I just overanalyze the entire thing. So while on the topic of art, because I love it so much, I just love being an artistic creature of nature, I would like to point out that being an artistic, visionary creature means broadening your horizons to everything around you. And that means the environment sometimes. And it means the world. What I don't understand is why everybody turns everything into the globe. Why does everything have to be about the globe? I feel like it's one of the most highly marketed images in the world, is where they take something and they just turn it, clear the properties of it. They just take the filling out of the image and they just stick the globe right behind it. So it's something, and then it's the globe, and it's the world, and it's the environment, and it's the land, and it's the water, and oh, we need to stop using the plastic bags, and we need to save the earth. I'm all about saving the earth. I'm all about saving the earth. I'm not about sacrificing my creative nature for the fucking globe, for green and blue. I've had enough of green and blue. It's just enough. Stop it. Insert random dance party in my new sweater. Especially when there's no music playing. That's the best time to dance. Dance with the butt. With the butt. This is a whale orgy. I drew this about 2 months ago. Should never have an orgy with a whale. That's what happens. Stick a feather in your head and make some macaroni. Yeah! Go make some macaroni, and then while you're at it, push the subscribe button over there, and then while you're still at it, you can click on that little link below down in the little description box. It's so cute down there. Just, oh my god. It's just such a cute little box down there, and you just, and you click on it, and you see my page just full of all these artistic, beautiful creations that you need to get your hands all over and check out, and you hit like. We're best friends for life. And then we can go ride donkeys and talk about whales some more. I'm sorry, I'm so weird. I'm sorry, I just blew up and exploded about art. Tell me why I really love Mondays. See what I did there? Changed it all up. I'm changing the demeanor of what a Monday means to all of us. I'm changing that. Don't fret.